YouTube channel Tupike Kikwetu. Thank you so much for joining us. Today I want to show you an easy lunch recipe, fried rice. And for fried rice you need your rice. We have garlic and ginger paste. We have 2 medium onions. We have cowpeas, peas, and you need to pre-cook your peas before you start cooking. So I've boiled them. We have carrots, we have green bell pepper, we have rosemary herb. We also have spices here. This is curry powder, coriander, cumin, paprika, turmeric, and chicken cubes. The reason why I'm using chicken cube is because I have eggs. So what we're going to do with the eggs, we're going to serve it together with the meal. So we are going to boil our eggs. You can also use sausages or hot dogs. Whatever you have, you can use it as protein, because as you know, every meal should be a balanced diet. So we have our starch here, our carbohydrate, we have our vitamins, so we need protein. Okay, so if you're using eggs, use chicken cubes. If you're using beef sausages or beef hot dogs, use beef cubes in your rice. Reason being, we're going to cook these same eggs inside the rice. We're not going to boil them separately. Same case with the sausages and hot dogs. You cook them inside your rice, not separately. So welcome, let's prepare our fried rice. So we're going to put in our oil. Let it heat up a bit. Our oil is hot enough that we can put in the onions. And we're going to cook the onions until they are golden brown in color. Even though the fried rice doesn't take up a lot of onion like other kinds of recipes of rice. So now you put in all the other ingredients together. You put in the garlic, the peas, and the carrots together with the rosemary. You're also going to put in the green bell pepper. Now we're going to add in the water. Using the ratio 1:2. So I'm cooking 2 cups of rice. I'll put in 4 cups of water. Our water is now ready, so we're going to pour in the rice. Stir gently. Then we're going to bring it into a boil. We're going to cover it up, reduce our heat so that it might start. We want it to boil first before we simmer. So let's give it a minute for it to boil, then we can start simmering. Our rice is boiling now, so that means we have to reduce the heat like that for it to simmer. Now because our eggs are raw, we're going to add them up after the water has gone down a little, because our eggs are raw, and you know the boiled eggs take up to 10 to 12 minutes to boil and be ready. So what we're going to do is wash our eggs, and then when the water has gone down, we're going to add in the eggs. So now our water has gone down. It's time to put in the coriander leaves, and when you cut the leaves, remember to cut together with the stalks. What you're going to remove only the roots. So we're going to mix it up, and then make sure you wash your eggs very well with dishwashing soap. And don't cook a lot of eggs or sausages or hot dogs. Just count the number of people who you're serving the meal for, and that's about it. So if I'm making this meal for 3 people, so I only need 3 eggs. The reason being, it's lunch, so we don't want something heavy. So if they were sausages, I would have served 3 sausages or 3 hot dogs. So we put in our eggs. Now let's give it 10 minutes for the rice to dry up completely, for the food now to be ready, even the eggs. So we're going to cover it up until the water has gone and the eggs are ready, the rice is ready. So now our food is ready. What we're going to do is remove the eggs. Remove the eggs first so that we can prepare them. So put them in a bowl. So we want to remove the shells from off the eggs. So the secret to removing the shell to boiling eggs, you have two ways. First, if you're boiling the eggs separately with the food, you need to put vinegar, white vinegar, in the water where you're boiling your eggs. Okay, so the shell comes out very well, very nice. But if you're making fried rice with eggs, you have to boil the eggs inside the rice. So that means you can't use vinegar inside the rice. So what you do is, after you remove your eggs, put them in cold water, then add your vinegar in the water. So as it cools, the egg, just a little bit, like one top of the vinegar. So as the eggs cool, the shells will also come off very well. Okay, so when you're making fried rice, there's no point of boiling your eggs separately because your rice still has to boil. But if you're making boiled eggs for something like breakfast, put either lemon juice or white vinegar or apple cider in your boiling water. So we're going to give it 2 minutes for the eggs to cool down so that we may remove the shells. So now our eggs are ready. Don't leave them for long inside the boiling water, inside the cold water. We don't want them to cool off to be very cold, because we still have to serve them with the meal. But you see the shell comes off very nicely. So the secret is either you use white vinegar, lemon juice or apple cider, whatever you have. If you have lemon, squeeze in the water. Also put in the lemon. Squeeze in the water and put in the lemon. They're very slippery because of the oil, but they still come out very well. Good, now it's time to serve our meal. So now our food is ready. Fried rice with eggs with a little bit of tomato sauce or ketchup, whatever you have, and you can enjoy a nice afternoon lunch. Your weekends, you can make this. It's very easy to make, very quick to make, and it's also very healthy. It's a balanced diet. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being with us. See you next week.